the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof, that is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now he got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, which they are Jews. They are not. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Yo, Lot. These niggas stuck, man. Yeah.
Lot.
I've been eating pot belly, greasy face, Glock heavy. Feed the safe, talking shit, do not tell me. I don't wanna see that hate, all that shit do not help me. I'm just trying to plead my case to the most high. Pray I see the gates. I was about to Cancun, but we just got the house instead. Covered all of their payment, and now she got the bobblehead. Looking at me like dinner, she said she about to gobble lead. Point the beam like a pencil, and then you gotta swallow lead. Point the beam like a pencil, and then you gotta swallow it. Pack my bag with essentials, I can't forget the hollow tip. Niggas losing they mental, and Satan come demolish it. Niggas all on they menstrual and get the whining like a bitch. Just like iron, they rust. Niggas trying, they luck. Keep it real, everybody out here lying. Save us, steady raising dead. They was out here lying, then dust. Niggas on my head, so the brotherhood is a must. Any hood, I be riding with my brothers that I trust. Know I'm good, cause they slime with they fingers on the clutch. Money piling like I'm trying to make it stack in the rush. One west to the death, and that ain't even enough, cause I'm coming back. I ain't never done with that. Gonna hit and spread your lies. I'ma let you run with that. Wanting me to spread having fun with that nigga, hell no. Now she wanna chop it up like a lumberjack. Got some exes popping up, tryna run it back. Want me come and hit the hole like a running back. If the Lord take a soul, ain't no coming back. On my soul couldn't fold like 100 racks. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, little nigga. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, little nigga.
The full Nicky on my waistline like a big nigga. No limit, I'm a tank, close, ain't hit different. We focus on who around, not concerned with who's missing. My boots digging, never been a house shoe. She don't like it, but she love me. I can tell when she want me. Tell, then I zip the body bag like a onesie. I'm dropping every day, let my feel clumsy. Through the pain, but we don't find shit funny. I know enough that I don't know shit. It's one thing I know this. Never bite the hand that feeds you, never lend a host. We don't want half of the world, man. We coming for this whole shit. But in the world, I was known to pack bags like a road I'm trip. In the den with the lions. I be living this in real life. Ain't everything, but you gon' lose your soul. That's a real price. Led by a coward, I don't know what that feel like. Black on black toes to my head. I can't kill Christ.
I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, little nigga. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, little nigga.
Wagwan priest, you good?
What's going on?
Listen, man, I'm hearing you, man, you ISUPK brothers be talking about the Jacobites that was in Scotland were originally black. You, man, ain't reaching that.
Listen, put that on the TV right there. You'll see it. This is the transportations. If you look right there, it will let you know Robert Adam, brown, William Bow, black, Dougal Campbell, brown complexion, black, brown. I see brown, black, brown, black, brown. This is all the Jacobites that was shipped out of places like Ireland and so forth. This is the transportations.
Right.
So this is giving you the complexion of the Jacobites that was shipped out of these places to Barbados and other islands in the West Indies.
Yo, that's mad. So it's saying what? Robert Adams was a labourer and he was what? Brown faced. William Bell was what? Black, curled hair. Damn. That's deep, man.
Which means what as well? Which also means black people was in Europe. Why? Because they ruled the Dark Ages. So that's why they was in Europe.
You man are cold at history, man. All right, man. Shalom.
And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give him more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire.
Okay. Homie, I've been...
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and our brother and sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, Right.
A leaf, what is a leaf to a tree?
Yeah,
Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him and said, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Why are you? Don't mean I can't find you. He was like, who is this nigga? Like, where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Hamma wa Idya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't. She can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him, and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, that afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Me had printers on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith that y'all know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
All right, shalom Israel, shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Atam to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Ayla Tam Hashem Yahushua to the sisters. You know what I'm saying? We are the the ISUPK started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahana. And since 1969, we've been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who they are, you know what I'm saying, their biblical identity according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We have classes all throughout the week, as y'all saw by the the intro, the promo, you know what I'm saying, the law class on Monday, brother class on Tuesday, history class on Wednesday, scripture breakdown class on Thursday, and the Lashawan Qadash class on Friday, all right, which is today where I teach you how to read, write, and speak biblical Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, the language that our ancestors spoke, you know what I'm saying, before we were enslaved, captured, stolen, had our identity stolen from us and taught, you know what I'm saying, the languages of our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? We were taught languages like French, English, Spanish, Portuguese, you know what I'm saying, Creole, all these languages we speak today, which are the language of, you know what I'm saying, the slave master that oppressed us, or a broken version of it. All right. The Lashawan Qadash is where black people learn how to speak their original language. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me also put some messages in the chat. Attendance sign-in is required for anybody who's still, you know what I'm saying, doing their 90 days. So make sure you put that in make sure you click on the link I'm about to put in the chat. Throw your attendance sign-in, you know what I'm saying, that officially signs you in and obtain credit for all ISUPK benefits, including your Hebrew name. All right, also shalom. Let me get this here. Shalom to Kayala, Yahweh Shema Ala Thaba Hashem Yahushai.
Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Lethab Hashem Yahushai.
Most High Christ. Also, if there's any brothers or sisters that want to join this class, you know what I'm saying, the UK Hebrew class, the Lashawan Qadash, make sure you contact us. Just contact the school, ISUPK United Kingdom, on Facebook or via email at isupkuk@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Get in touch with the school. Just let us know your name, your zone, and the name of the camp leader over that zone, and we can look to get you in the class. All right, so without further ado, let me see who we got in the comments right now. As y'all come in, make sure y'all check in, you know what I'm saying, drop your registry in the comments. I see a couple of y'all was reacting to the music, Most High Christ. All right, cool. All right, no sign. Christ shalom to everybody. We got Kwame, Palavin, Harry Campbell. We got Dennis Ban Yahawada, a young man from Greenville. All right, Yahabashmi Shabakata. We got a trooper, Kaya Wash, Ohio. Yahabashmi Shabakata. Sister the UK, Yahawashma Tabashmi Awashai. Another brother, Yahabashmi Shabakata. Let's see what else we got. I think that's everyone for now. All right, make sure as y'all come in, you know what I'm saying, put your registry in the comments. All right, so that's where I'm gonna start. So Kaila, could you state for me your name and your registry, Baba Kushar?
Khan, Kayala, Bath Yahawada, Banya Sharala.
No sign Christ, right? So Kaila, Bath Yahawada, Banya Sha'ala. So Kaila, the daughter of Judah, the son of Israel. All right, no sign Christ. So what we're gonna do now is go through the Hebrew alphabet. All right, now, Kaila, would you like to go through it from memory?
Khan.
Okay, go ahead.
A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha.
Most sign Christ. That's perfect. Right. So as the sister read, and let me put it up on the screen over here. Hold on, let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, let me get this up on the screen so y'all can see. All right, so as the sister read, Hebrew alphabet from right to left. So A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. All right, so that's the Hebrew alphabet. If you don't have it, you know what I'm saying, you can contact us, contact myself for the sheet. You know what I'm saying, you can make sure you have the Hebrew alphabet sheet. This is going to be the basis. You know what I'm saying, as with any language, the alphabet is going to be the basis of where you start learning. All right, and it gives below also the it gives the ancient Hebrew and the modern Hebrew, right, or the Assyrian Hebrew, right, and you'll be able to you'll be able to see, you know what I'm saying, these letters, you know, you'd pronounce them the same, but you'd be able to read and identify what letter it is, even whether it's in the Assyrian or in the ancient Hebrew. All right, so it's important to know both, so you can you know, you'll be able to read even most things written in Hebrew today as they're written in the modern Hebrew, right, or have been translated into the modern Hebrew. Okay, so without further ado, what we're going to do now is go through and translate these verses, right? We're going to go through and translate. We're reading book of Psalms chapter 23, all right, which is the prayer, you know what I'm saying, or Psalm of David, the Lord is my shepherd. Also, before we do that, I'm going to check if anyone's put their registry in the comments. All right, make sure you do so. All right, you can see the format of how you'd state your registry. You'd say your name. All right, so if you got a Hebrew name, you'd say your name in Hebrew. Then you'd say Ban or Bath, depending on whether you're a brother or a sister. Then you'll say your tribe in Hebrew. Then you'll say Ban Yasha'ala, right? So whether you're a brother or sister, you'll say Ban Yasha'ala because your tribe, you know what I'm saying, is a brother, right? Whoever's the head of your tribe, whether it be Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying, he's the son of Israel. All right, so like, for example, myself, I will state my registry as Ra'al Ban Yamyan, Ban Yasha'ala. All right, so as y'all come in, make sure y'all put your registry in the comments. Okay, so what we're going to do now then is, let me zoom in, start translating these verses, right? And I'm kind of going through and adding the connectors as we read, right? So I may be a little bit behind as we read through, but you know what I'm saying, you know, I'll do it with what I got. All right, so Kyla, whenever you're ready, if you want to read the first verse.
Khan. Ma Zamawar.
Mm-hmm.
La Dawada,
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh, Raya,
Mm-hmm.
La'a, Kasar.
Well, sign Christ. All right. So, as the sister read, got Mazamawar, La Dawada, Yahweh, Raya, La'a, Akasar. All right, so let me zoom out a little bit. All right, there we go. Right. So that's verse 1 right here at the bottom. All right. Make sure y'all can see that. Okay, Khan. All right. So from your, you know what I'm saying, your from what you know about vocabulary, do you want to have a go at translating? Or is there any words or phrases that you recognize that you'd want to translate from here?
Khan. Yahweh is the Lord's name.
Mm-hmm.
La'a is no or not.
Mm-hmm.
The word at the end, Akasar,
Mm-hmm.
is that the same as a car? Or
Khan.
like a...
Khan, it's like I said incorrectly. So the root here, or I'll just say the here is a preposition.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. So the root here would be kasar.
The word Dawada is David, right?
That's correct.
So La Dawada is like to or for David?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right, so we use like for David. Or you could say in this context, it's translated here as like to David, or let me see, is it to David or of David? It is translated as of David. All right, but obviously La, we know La means to or for, right? Okay. Do you know what the word kasar means?
Not from memory.
Okay. All right, no sweat. So we'll start to go through it. All right, so we have the first word, mazamawar. All right, mazamawar. And let me share this tab over here. The word mazamawar means a psalm. All right, so that's the Hebrew word for psalm. All right, so mazamawar. Okay, it means melody or psalm. Okay, or like a poetry. Okay. All right, so this is the Hebrew word. If we go back over here, so this would be a Psalm of David, right? A Psalm of David, and then it begins, right? So we have Yahweh, which is the Lord. Then we have Ra'aya, right? Oh, select matter of fact, I read this one for the way you pronounce this. Instead of Raya, it would be Ra'aya. So let me correct the connectors over here. All right, so like here, right? Because y'all can see from the root word, right? You see the root word over here is Ra'ai, right? See the root word, you pronounce this as Ra'ai, right? So where I've put it over here, it should be Ra'ai-ya, right? So it's like shorten the Ra'ai by removing the ha, and it's put ya at the end. Now this ya at the end is a possessive adjective, right? So the word Ra'ai is a word which means, to go back into it, it means shepherd, right? A shepherd, a herdman, a pastor, right? Someone who tends to a pasture, right? A shepherd, a ruler or a teacher, okay? right? So this word is the word for shepherd. Okay, so the Lord, if we go back over here, is my shepherd. So the word is like implied, because there's no Hebrew word for like is or are, right? So the Lord is.
I do remember what kasar is whenever you finish.
Go ahead.
Kasar is like to want or desire, I believe.
Exactly, right? Kasar is to want, desire, or to lack something, right? To want and to lack is kind of the same type of word, right? So what would be akasar? So we're using a as a preposition here.
I or I am.
Exactly. I or I am, right? So this would be akasar would be what?
I want.
I want, right? Now we have la'a akasar. So that would be like I do not want, or it's translated here as I shall not want, right? We don't lack for anything with the Most High, right? That's the context. Okay. All right. So we put these together and it will be I shall not want, or let me put I do / shall not want. Well, I don't want to phrase it as if we don't want the Lord to be our shepherd. Let me see if I can rephrase that in a way that makes more sense. I just believe it as I shall not want. All right. And it's like I shall not want for anything, right? More in that type of context, just to be clear. I shall not want or lack for anything. I need more space here. Let me see if I can move this. Hold on. Let me see if there's a way I can do this here. I'll put this on the same line. Okay. Right. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want or like lack. And it's like in the context of I shall not want or lack anything. Okay. Let's see if I can space that a bit better. Okay. All right, cool. Then let's get on next verse. Let me just finish off doing the connectors here. Let me see. Yeah. Like, I try to have this all prepared prior to the class, but it ain't no sweat. Let me just put it on real quick. All right, and we'll get to it. Need just these joiner ones. Okay. So as I'm putting in the connectors, Kayla, you can begin reading. Hold on. Wait on this page. Whenever you're ready.
Ba na awath, na awath. Dasha'a. Ya Ra Baya Tazanawa
Yeah, Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Mm-hmm.
Al Maya
Mm-hmm.
Manak Wath
Mm-hmm.
Wa Naha Lanwa
Mm-hmm.
Lanya Salakia.
Yeah, so Ya Nahalanya. Mm-hmm. All right, so and that's the end of the verse. All right, so let's go through. Is there any words or phrases that you recognize?
Just Isle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just I'll, which means what?
Over or upon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so over or like upon or like even against. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's the only word you recognize, right? Okay. All right, no sweat. So let's go through the others. So the first word, could you read that out for me?
Ba Na'awath.
Ba Na'awath. All right, so let's go over here. And let's get the word. Share this tab. All right, so Ba Na'awath. So ba is a root, there's a preposition, sorry, meaning like in, at, in, on, at, or with. Then we have na'a, right? Na'a is a word which means a habitation or a pasture, right? A place to stay, a pasture, a meadow. So we're going to use pasture for this word, right? Now it's na'awath, right? Which would be the plural. Okay, na'a is the singular, na'awath is the plural. Okay, so ba na'awath would be in pastures. Okay, in pastures. Okay, then we go back here, we have dasha'a. Okay, so dasha'a will be your adjective here. Dasha'a is a word which means like grass, new grass, green herb, vegetation, young. So it's the sense of a pasture that's sprouting or has new grass. It's fresh, it's green, right? It's tender herbs. Okay, so it translates it here as like a green pasture, but it's like a you know a pasture that has new fresh grass. It's vibrant, right? It has young vegetation, green, you know, little herbs growing out of it, sprouts, so on and so forth, right? So we'll translate this here as a green pasture or green pastures. Matter of fact, let me just combine this. In green pastures, okay? I need to remove this. Let me make this a little wider. Zoom in some more. All right, so in green pastures. All right, then we have, all right, we have Ya Rabayata. It's like it. Ya Rabayata Zanya. Okay, so let's go back over here. All All right, Yara ba Yatazanya. Okay, so the root here is Rabataza, right? So we have Ya here as a preposition, meaning he. We have Rabataza, right? If we go into this word, Rabataza means to lay down, right? But now here you have Rabayataza, right? Or Yatazan, which it kind of becomes, right? The Ya here, I should really show you in the verse, right? This Ya here makes the word causative, right? So instead of it be lie down or lay down, it's to cause to lay down, right? Then you have the Ya here, which means he. So he caused to lay down. And then at the end here, you have this Ya, which would be me, right? He causeth me to lay down, right? Or he maketh me lie down, okay, or rest. Let's see. So if I go back over here, he, I'll put, he maketh, or he makes me to lie down. Then we have I'll Maya, right? Now, if we go over here, we have I'll, which means, here it means beside. If you go into it, it means upon, in, over, by, against, beside, right? But we can just use the word against, right? That would more be, it's more typical definition, right? It's typically on, upon, over, or against. Like if something's leaning on something, right? It's leaning against it. Okay. So against, then we have this word maya. This is just a shortened version of mayam in this instance. So this word just means water. Okay. So against the water. Okay. So against, let me put this here. The water. Then we have manakwath, right? Or manakwath, right? Manakwath is a word which means rest, a resting place, quiet, or still, right? So now this is like, it would be like translated as the waters of rest, or the resting waters, right? So it would be the still waters, okay? So let me actually combine these here. Manakwath, so Maya or Mayam, Manakwath would be the still waters, right? The waters at rest. Okay. So I'll click off here. Move this. Move this along. All right. So against, it makes me to lie down upon, beside, or against the still waters. Okay. Then we have Ya na halanya, right? So the root word here is going to be nahal. All right, so we have Ya again as a preposition, meaning he. We have nahal, which means I'm tripping. So the lie down refers to the green pastures. So it's like in green pastures, he maketh me to lie down, right? So he maketh me to lie down in green pastures, and then upon or against the still waters, then we have this word here. So he, nahal, which means to guide or lead, right? So this is where it's saying he leadeth me, right? So again, we have Ya, he. Nahal means to lead or to guide, and then it's kind of extended it as Nahalan, and then the Ya meaning me, right? So it would be he leadeth or he guideth me. We're going to use leadeth. right? So against or by the still waters. He leadeth me. Okay. All right. So that's verse 2. Okay. If you want some time to write these down, you can do that. Write it down as we going through it. All right. So I'm gonna give some time to write this down while I go through the next verses and just, add in the connectors here, so y'all can have some time to write it down. Also, if there's any questions, I'm saying, just type your questions in the chat. All right. Get around to it. Kayla, if you see any questions as well, just let me know, because sometimes I'm not able to look at the chat.
Uh-huh.
All right, the water. And let me know once you've kind of caught up, written down, and ready to go. Ain't no rush. Take your time.
I'm finished.
You finished? Okay. All right, so let's go on to the next verse. All right, so whenever you're ready, begin reading.
Salakia.
Mm-hmm. It's like, let me show this. It's like I should be over here. All right.
Napash, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ya Shawabab.
Mm-hmm.
Ya Nakanya.
Mm-hmm. Slack. Let me bring it back. Slack.
Ba Ma'ai Gao, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tazadak.
Mm-hmm.
La Ma'ain.
Mm-hmm.
Shamwa.
Jamwa. Okay, so is there any words or phrases that you recognize?
Napash.
Mm-hmm. Which means what?
Soul or individual.
Exactly. All right, well done. So it will be, we use soul in this case, right? So we have napashya. What would napashya be? Let me just move this. How is it? Hold on.
My soul.
My soul. Exactly. All right, so my soul. And if there's any other words or phrases you recognize.
Tazadak. is righteous.
Tazadak is righteous. Right.
Or justified.
Righteous. And there's an E. The E in there somewhere. There you go. All right, righteous. If I'm spelling that correctly. What I've started doing as well, which may help you as you read in the Hebrew, is you see like here where I've got the translation. Let me just leave the translation up. You have like where you see Yah here at the beginning, you'll know it's a preposition. Where you see Yah here, like at the end, you'll know it's a possessive adjective or a what's the other one? Like tells you who something belongs to, or it's a something to do with a pronoun where it's like me, right? So you can see here like ba, ma, I, gal. The ba here would be a preposition. The Yah here is a is there a space here? Nah, but I'll ba ma, I, gal, yeah. There should be a dash, right? Tazadak. Right, so like here, right? So you can kind of that might help you with identifying root words as well.
Sham and Shamwa is it name here or okay?
It's name. All right. So what would Shamwa be?
His
name. Exactly. All right. His name.
And Ma'ain is
You have it?
purpose or intent.
Right? Exactly. Right? Purpose or intent, right? For this reason, right? So this would be like for the purpose of his name, right? Now we're going to combine this and like how it's translated is for his name's sake, right? So for the purpose or to the purpose of his name, right? Really would use for here. So for the purpose of his name or for his name's sake, right? This is the reason why whatever's happening, whatever else is happening in the rest of the verse is happening. It's for his name's sake. All right, let me click off here and move this over. All right. If there's any other words or phrases, just let me know. All right, cool. So let's go through it. We have Napashia, we have Ya, Shawabab. Now this Shawabab, if we look over here, comes from the word Shawab. All right, Shawab is a word which means to return again, to turn back. It can also mean to restore, right? So he is turned back, right? Or returned my soul, right? That's what it would be, right? So it's like my, if we got it here, my soul he hath returned or turned back or restored. We're going to use restore, right? So Napashia would be my soul. Ya, Shawabab is just kind of an extension of Shawab, but it basically means he restoreth my soul. He restoreth my soul. We put those two together. Okay. Next we have Ya Nekanya. All right, Ya Nekanya. So let's go back over here and get this word. Once it loads up. All right, Ya Nekanya. So we have the root word here, Naka, right? Naka is to lead, right? So similar to Nahal over here, we have Naka, which also means to lead, to guide, right? So it's a similar, very similar word, right? So this would be the same thing. So he leadeth me, and the ya at the end would be me, right? He leadeth me. Okay. Then you have Ba Ma'aigalia, right? Ba Ma'aigalia, or sharing the screen, right? So we look at Ma'aigal. Of course, we can see Ba here is a preposition for like in. We see Ma'aigal is a word for path, trench, going, or way, right? Entrenchment, track, okay? All right, so he leadeth me in the path, right? Comes from the word Aigal. What does this word mean? Round, okay? So it'd be like a circuit, okay? All right, so he leadeth me in the path or in the way, okay? And then we have Tazadak, so like in the path or in the way of righteousness, right? Now this ya as well at the end here is to pluralize it, right? So this ya makes it plural. So instead of it being just path, which is ma'aigal ya is the plural. All right. So really, I should let me unbold this so as to not cause any confusion, because that's not a possessive adjective, right? So ba ma'aigal ya is in the paths. Share this tab so I can. In the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Okay, so that's that verse translated. If you want to write that down in your notes and let me know once you've done so. All right, so if you want to get the ancient Hebrew, at least. If you want to write the Assyrian, by all means. And if you want to write the ancient, you can do it however you want it. You can have like write out the ancient Hebrew, write out the Hebrew and the English letters, and then the translation, or like how I've done it, whatever works best for you in your learning. All right. And just let me know whenever you're ready to move forward.
Oh, Salakia. There was a question at 7:31.
Okay.
Is Jesus Christ the Most High God?
All right. Loaded that question. All right. Hold on. Also, it's like I missed a few people putting in their registry as well. Larissa, Bath, Banyamian, Banya Sha'ala. All right. Shalom, sis. We got the young man checking in from Cali. All right. Yabashim Shabbat. We got Ban. All right. No sweat. So is Jesus Christ the Most High God? Jesus Christ is not the Most High God. All right, even the phrase "the Most High God" lets you know that this God, the Most High, is the Most High. There's nobody on the same level as the Most High, right? So, like in the Bible, and there's places in the Bible where it calls Christ God and calls Christ a God. Christ is absolutely a God. He is a ruler. He's a power. He's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. But Christ himself has a God. and that God is the Most High God, right? Because the Most High is the Most High. I don't know how else to put it, but Christ is not the Most High God. There's only one Most High God, right? But there are, places in the Bible where it called Moses a God. You know what I'm saying? It said the children of Israel will be gods, right? So, Christ is a God, but he's not the Most High God. He sits on the right hand of the Father. You know what I'm saying? No one can sit on the right hand of himself unless not if you put your right hand on, underneath your seat. But, that's not what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? All right, how's everyone doing? I'm Most High in Christ. We got as well, what's this right here? All right, it's someone in there saying Shalom. I ain't even gonna bother translating that that Hebrew phrase. All right, no sweat. Shalom. All right. I guess he was getting a little impatient with the question. Jesus loves us. Jesus loves us, everyone. All right, don't worry. Yeshua, fragrant life. Which I don't even know what that means. Fragrant life. Has reassured us that Jesus loves us. No sweat. All right, but let's move on. All right, so we're cool with that question. All right, so again, whenever you're ready to move forward, just let me know. All right.
Okay.
You ready to move forward?
Okay.
All right, no sweat. Just finishing up here. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me just get the joining connectors in here. I mean, if there's no connectors, it means there should be a joining one. So let's move to the next set. Let me zoom out just a touch. Okay. And I'll be adding them as you read it. So hold on a second. Of course, we know this first letter or word, I should say, be pronounced like that, and you can read on.
Gam. Kaya. Alak. Ba. Gaya. Tazalam Wath. Yara. Rai. Kaya. Atha. Imadia. Shabatka. Wa. Masha'ai Nathka. Hama. Ya. Naka. Manwa.
Yeah, so Ya Nakamanya.
Nakamanya.
Exactly. Right? So, are there any words or phrases from here that you recognize?
Kaya is for or because. I don't remember what the third translation was.
The third, or alak?
No.
Talking about alak? Oh.
Kaya has like 3.
Right. It's like for or because, or I don't remember it either. Anyway, in this instance, hold on, let me find it. It would be, hold on. Just look right here, right? Kaya, we have that, for, because, when, right? So when could be the could be one of them. Could be like yea, indeed. All right, so we'll just put in put in for, right? Or it could be like when or though. Any other words or phrases you recognize?
Gam is the only one I have is also.
Right. So typically it will mean also. And here in the translation, it's translated as yea or like indeed, like to carry on something. So let me see. In the translation, it translates it as like yea and then kaya for though, right? But you could translate this as like moreover, also, indeed. Yeah, it's like saying also or moreover, like you're carrying on, almost like why, right? So I'm gonna put moreover slash like yay, right? And then I'll use this kaya. I'll put though.
For yara yara is fear or respect. So I'm not sure what the other words on the first line mean, but la'a, yara. The I is I or I am, right?
Yes.
So it's like I don't respect or
Yeah,
I shall
or I
not.
will not. Exactly, or I shall not, right? So I shall not fear.
The rye here, is it the same rye from the other scripture, or is this
the verse?
Con?
Yeah, so that's where I messed it up. So the other verse would be more like ra'ai, whereas this one is pronounced as rai. This right here means like evil or bad, right? It's the opposite of tawab.
Con.
Okay, so in this context, it will be like saying evil or wickedness, right? Or something bad. Okay. So in this context, we'll use evil, right? So I shall not fear evil, right? Or it translates as I shall fear no evil, right? But this is how you kind of transliterate it.
There's another kaya for or because. Or kaya atha, so because you or for you.
Exactly, right? For you or for thou, right? Thou is obviously Old English.
Imad ya. Imad here. Oh wait. For Imad, stand. But
yeah, so Imad will typically mean stand. Now, if we look at it in the context of this verse, or I'll kind of do that after. But yeah, Imad will typically mean stand. You're correct.
Stand, endure, still, something like that. Okay. Shabbat. Shabbat is tribe.
Shabbat can mean tribe. It can also mean rod or staff, right? So in this instance, it's gonna be rod, right? So Shabbat would be rod. Shabbat ka, what does that mean?
Your staff.
Right,
Rod.
right. Thy rod. Pause.
Thy.
No freaky stuff, right? Thy rod, and then you have is in like a staff, right? Or a switch. That's what they call it today, huh? A switch. It's something to be corrected with. I'll use it up. But any other words or phrases?
La.
Okay. All right, no sweat. So let's go through it. So we have yea or moreover, though, and then we have alak, right? This word alak, the root is the word yalak, right? And it's using the preposition it's kind of just shorten it together. It's just how, it's just how niggas speak. All right. So do you know what the word yalak means? It's a verb. Oops, like yeah.
La.
La. Okay. The word yalak means to walk or to go. Okay. So then we have alak, right? So what's the preposition as we did earlier?
I or I am.
I or I am, right? In this case, we're going to use I. So it would be though I walk. Okay. Right.
Salakia. I didn't understand yalak because for walk I've only ever had halak. Is that
It's my fault. I might have misspoke. It's like let me actually double check over here. Okay, so for alak, okay, it does actually use yalak. Let's go into yalak. It translates it here as walk. I think yalak might just be an offshoot of halak.
Okay.
Yeah, you see right here, a primitive root, compare halak. Okay, so yalak means to go, to walk, to come, right? You see it's mostly translated as to go or to depart. You see halak is very similar. You see more translations as walk, right? To go or to walk, like more specifically. Whereas yalak is, it's damn near the same thing, but used, let me see right here. Primitive root compared to walk, causatively to carry again, to bring again, or to go, going. Yeah, so it's damn near the same word. All right, it's like, so yeah, to walk. So though I walk, all right, then we have ba gaya'a. All right, ba gaya'a. So ba is a preposition. It's just in, on, at, or with. Then we have gaya'a. All right, this comes from the word gawa. It means valley, right? A valley, a steep valley, a narrow gorge, right? So this would be in the valley, right? Though I walk in the valley, or through the valley, or within the valley, right? Put through the valley. If we're walking in the valley, we're walking through it, right? Matter of fact, let's do in the valley. I think that's how it's translated. Is it in the valley? Translates it as through, but I mean, yeah, in is fine, right? The valley, and then we have Tazalamworth. Oh, I've done this wrong. The word will be Tazal Mawath. Let me correct this. Salakia. Tazal, this will be joined. Move this over. I really should have just swept it. Tazal Mawath. And that makes more sense as to what it means. Okay? All right. Salakia, y'all. We all fall short, huh? All right. So, Tazal is a word which means, let's go over here. Right. I think this word, this phrase together is like a saying, right? It's the shadow of death. So if we go into it, you have Tazal. If we go into this word, it's a good word to know. Tazal means shadow, right? Shadow or shade. Can also like figuratively mean like defense or protection. You're in someone's shadow, or you're in the shadow of whatever, right? But Tazal means shadow. Then you have Mawath, or I believe this would just be pronounced as math, but I ain't gonna get into all that today. It means death, right? So from the shadow of death, Tazal Mawath. Okay, so I'll go back over here. In the valley of the shadow of death. Okay, though I walk in the shadow, in the valley of the shadow of death, I shall not fear evil, for thou. Then we have Imadia. Okay, Imadia. So let's go into Imad and the context. Let's go back over here. Where are we at? Imadia. All right, translates it here as with me. Okay, so Imad. Okay. We have here. So this is I suppose this is a different version of Imad. It comes from the word I'm. Okay, so prolonged for I'm, which I'm is a word which means like people, together, nation, like with, right? In this context, it's just the with part. Okay, so yeah, primarily it's mainly just the I'm part, right? I'm prolonged to say I'm mad, and it would be, I think is it like only used about 14 times. So it's rarely used, only found with the suffix of the first person. So like to say with me, right? So you see this instance here, Imadia and just I'm ya. Both would be the same thing, right? With me or by me or something along those lines. Okay. It says the word is not at all connected with the root Imad, to stand, but it rather belongs to an unused root. Okay, which means to tie or to bind together. Okay, interesting. You learn something new. Huh? So this over here, this Imadia would just be like the same as saying I'm ya, right? With me, together with me, right? So for thou, and it would be, what's happened there? It would be like for thou art with me, right? Remember in the Hebrew, there's no like Hebrew word for is or are, but it'd be like for thou are with me. Okay, we have Shabbatka. So thy rod, wa, masha'ai nathka. All right, so let's get this word. Sure, over here. Wamash, where we at here? Okay, so I mean, I'm sure you can guess just from knowing the scripture, it would be staff, right? So it's a staff or a stave. Okay, support of every kind, staff or a support. Okay, a walking stick, that sort of thing. Okay, so thy rod and thy staff and thy staff. Right, so the word for staff is just, you know, masha aina, comes from masha ain, so masha aina. Spell that right. Yeah, masha ainath. Just the thigh is like it's puts it in a submissive, like this staff belongs to somebody, right? So it's puts it as the thigh, right? Wa ma na I, masha ainath ka, and thy staff. Then you have hama. This is the word. Oh, so like I should be here, and thy staff. Then we have this hama. This is the same as like saying ham, right? And what does ham mean in Hebrew? We go back over here.
They.
Ham means they or their, right? In this instance, it's going to be they, right? So they, I share this tab, they, and then you have ya nakamanya. Okay, so let's go over here. Ya nakamanya. So the root is nakam, okay, which means to comfort. And the nakamani is just like a prolonged version, to comfort or repent, to console, to be comforted, to ease. Okay, so we'll use the phrase comfort. Okay, now this ya here, so ya can typically mean he or it. Now in this context, the it that we're talking about is the rod and thy staff, so it would be like no plural, right? So, and that's why we have this ham here as well. They, it's like saying they, it comforts me, right? But we know it's they, so we know it's plural, so you just translate this here as comfort me. Spelled that wrong. Comfort me. Okay. All right. So once you've written that verse down, we'll move on to the next one. So just let me know when you're ready. You ready to go? All right. No sweat. I've already started putting the connectors down. So by the time you kind of catch up to where I'm at, I should have it all down. All right. So you can start reading.
Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
La Panwa.
La Panya.
La Panya.
Mm-hmm.
Shalakan.
Mm-hmm.
Nagad.
Mm-hmm.
Tazararwa. Yeah.
Yeah, Tazararia. Mm-hmm.
Dashanath.
Mm-hmm.
Bashaman.
Mm-hmm.
Ra'ash. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kawasya.
Mm-hmm.
Rawaya.
Rawaya. All right. No sign Christ. Okay. Any words or phrases that you recognize?
Iraq.
Mm-hmm. What does Iraq mean?
Order.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so,
the only one I have.
Khan. Okay. So Iraq. We'll get to kind of the different context of that word later, but order is definitely one of the kind of definitions.
Okay.
If I have the same word, I might be wrong. Like I might have a different one, like with Imad, right? But Iraq does definitely mean like to order or to arrange, right? Okay, I think I see it here. As to prepare, like in the sense of like to arrange something, okay, or to array, to order, prepare. Okay, so let's use the word array or arrange. Okay, so what would Tha Iraq mean? So Tha is a
Thou, you,
mhm,
thou.
exactly
thee.
right. Tha is a preposition meaning thou or thee, so it would be thou arrayest, right? Or thou preparest, or thou arrangest. I've used the wrong, not thou, thou. Okay.
La Panya,
Mm-hmm.
to face, or
So another way of what would be another translation of La Panya? Or I suppose Panya. We'll just use that.
before.
Before, right? Or in the presence of. Okay, so La Pan Ya would be like for the presence of or before me. Okay, so we'll translate this as before me, right? Like in front of me, in my presence, that sort of thing.
Or Bashaman. Shaman is oil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it's just like in or on or with oil, or if it like goes with the other word or something.
Yeah, it would be with oil.
Okay. Ra'ashya.
Mm-hmm.
Ra'ash is head or chief.
Mm-hmm. Khan. In this instance, it's going to be head. All right.
My head.
My head, exactly. Oops, okay.
I think that's all I have.
Okay. All right, no sweat. So, sorry, I should have clicked off this. So let's go through it. So we have for Iraq would be to you array or you arrange or you order. La Panya before me. Then we have Shalakan. All right, so let's, what did I just do? Let's get that word. All right, Shalakan. Oh, let me just put this last one here. All right. Where are we at? Over here.
Salakia. Well,
Go ahead.
Shalak and Shalakan, they go together?
Let's see. I think Shalakan. What do you have for Shalak?
Send.
Send. Okay. Let's see here. It says from Shalak. Okay. Let me see if this is the same one. Yep. Shalak meaning send. Right. So this is a word that comes from what you had, that Shalak. Okay. This word here means table. Okay. Shalakan means table or a king's table, a spread or a spread out or a meal. Okay. You see here a table, so called from its being extended or spread out. So like a spread, right? That's kind of the context of it. Or to spread a table. Okay. All right. So this would be a table, right? Thou arrayest or thou preparest for me or before me, a table. Okay. Then we have, that's like I need to be sure, just put here a table. Then we have nagad, right? Nagad. So let's get that word. Here. All right, nagad. And I know it kind of gives the definition there, but I want to probably go into it. So what is conspicuous? What is in front of? Right, in front of. So in the presence of, in front of oneself, right? So it would be in front of or in the presence. Yeah, I mean, I could just put, for simplify it, just put in front of. Then we have tazararia. Okay, so let's get this word tazarar. Next, this tazarar. This is a word which means enemy, right? It means to bind, to be narrow, to be in distress, or to show hostility, right? To vex, or somebody you treat with hostility, or the person, the vexer or harasser, right? Somebody who's harassing you or vexing you, an adversary. Okay, so you go right here to it says to cramp, literally or figuratively. So something that just irks your soul down there. Like you just, I mean, you look at them and your face cramps up and, you make a face when you see this person, the adversary. Okay. Enemy, narrower. All right, cool. So in front of, and then tazaraya would be my enemy or my enemies. Okay. Then we have Dashanath. Okay, Dashanath. Get to it. Okay, Dashanath. Where we at? Here. So Dashanath comes from Dashan. Means to make fat or wax fat or to anoint. Okay. Thou be fat to become prosperous, to anoint. Okay. So we're going to use the definition of anoint, right? Or to fatten up. Okay. Okay. So it would be like thou anointest. And it's got thou anointest with oil my head, right? Or if we would translate it or read it as thou anointest my head with oil. All right. What have I? Maybe it's just thou anointeth. Am I tripping? Is this not a word? It's a word now, or maybe it's just one N. Hold on. Am I tripping? Hold on. How's it put in here? Thou anointest. Okay, anointest, but with one N. Thou anointest with oil my head. Okay. Then we have kawasya. Okay. Kawas is a word. Let's get it here, which means cup. Okay. So kawas is a word which means cup. Let's see what else it can mean. It can mean either cup or a kind of owl, but it's primarily means cup. It means to hold together or a container. Okay. All right. So kawasya would be thy cup. Almost like in my cup, kawasya, right? My cup. And then you have rawaya. All right, rawaya. So let's get stop sharing last. Get back to where it was just. Let's do this one. All right. Then we have rawaya. The word rawaya, if we go into it, it means to run over, right? Or to be saturated, right? To be full, abundant, you know what I'm saying? That sort of thing, right? So it would be like runneth over, right? Or, you know, my cup is in abundance. Okay. So we will put this as here as runneth over. Okay. All right. And then the last verse, I think we have time to go through the last one and go ahead and just read a little bit of the vocabulary. So you can go ahead and write this this verse down, and whenever you're ready, I'm gonna just be putting in the final connectors. So whenever you're ready to move forward, just let me know. But ain't no rush. You ready? Okay, you can go ahead and start reading. Oh, let me scroll down a little bit.
Ak,
Mm-hmm.
Tawab.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Wa Kasad.
Mm-hmm.
Ya Radap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Radap one. That's all one word, like here. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Ya Radap one. Ya.
Mm-hmm.
Kau Yam Ya.
Mm-hmm.
Ka Ya Ya.
Mm-hmm.
Wa Washab Thawa.
Thaya.
Thaya.
Mm-hmm.
Ka Bayath. Ya Hawa.
Mm-hmm. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
Salaki.
No, sir.
La Arak.
Mm-hmm.
Yum Yum.
Yum yum. Okay. Most High in Christ. So, what's that? Is there any words or phrases you recognize?
Tawab
Mm-hmm.
is good.
Yep. Tawab is like good or well or, you know, in essence, you know, good. All right. So let me put like goodness in this context, or you could just put, you know, good. Let me just put good. Mm-hmm. Change my mind. Let's do goodness.
Yum Yum at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Days.
Days. Mm-hmm. It's it's actually the same with where it says like yam ya. This is just one of those times where sometimes the plural is just written as ya instead of yam, but yam ya is days as well.
So all days, any day.
It would be like all the days.
All the days.
And then the next word kind of like goes into it. Matter of fact, I would combine these two as a phrase together.
Kaya is to live, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, wait.
It's to live,
life?
and like by extension, like as a noun. Mm-hmm. So as a verb, it would be to live, but as a noun, what would it be? What do you think it would be?
Life.
Life.
My life.
Yes, exactly. So this would be
days of my life.
all the days of my life. Note this down.
Oh, Yahweh is the Lord's name. Bayath is house.
Yep.
In the house of the Lord?
In the house of the Lord, exactly. All right, well done. In the house of the Lord.
The word, well, one second. We just did the word Arak somewhere, right? Or no?
Let me see.
Maybe not. I don't have it.
Maybe not. I'm trying to see. Nah, I don't think we did.
Okay.
We did Alak. Alak is the one we did earlier. I'm about to say, because it does sound familiar, but yeah, we did Alak earlier, which was basically Yalak.
The word Radapwan only sounds familiar, but I don't think I have that one. But it sounds familiar. And I'm looking for Shab. I feel like I should have Shab.
I'll give you a hint. That root word means or the root word is yeshab, which means to like sit or to dwell or to be still.
Okay.
Matter of fact, is it
Shab Thaya?
I think this might be could be wrong. Hold on. Would it be pronounced like Shabbathia? I think it's wa and then like shab from yashab and then thaya. Because this is a word, if I go into it, does this say like it's in the perfect tense? First person, common, singular, sequential, perfect. Yeah, which means it's like the perfect tense is something it's almost like been done already. It's almost like the past tense, right? It's a completed action. To say I did something or I.
Oh, that's what the Thaya is doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So like and dwelled and because Shab is sit or dwell.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it would be basically and I dwelled. Now it translates it here as and I will dwell. It's basically saying you dwelled and you're going to continue to dwell. Right? So because it's perfect tense, meaning it's happened, but also from the context of what's being said, it's going to continue to happen, right? All the days of your life. Right. So and like the following phrase, right? So this will be and so that's the wa and I will dwell. Or you can almost do like and I have dwelled, but it's also kind of it's basically saying both. And I have dwelled and will dwell, but in just one, like based on the context. Let's just leave it as will dwell. that's how it's kind of translated, but you can get the context of just to kind of understand this. Thaya is typically something that has happened. So like it's we would typically write it as like the past tense, but from the context of this, it's kind of past, present, and future. It's a completed action.
For Iraq, I have length.
Length. That is correct, right? So it's like saying like for a length of time, right? Or if you have La Iraq, it would be for the length, and then you have Yam Yam. So it's like for the length of thy days, which is basically it translates it here as forever. But if you was transliterate it, it's for the length of days, not even thy days, right? Which translates to forever, the length of days. Okay, so let me combine these here. For the length of days. Length of days is like a way of saying forever. I might even just put in like brackets forever. Okay. Any other words or phrases? It's mostly translated. You ready to go through it?
I felt like I should have had Kasad. I feel like I should have had that, but I'm not sure.
No sweat. No sweat. We'll get it. All right. So the first we have is Ak. All right. So this Ak, if we go into it, hold on, my Wi-Fi running a little slow now. All right, Ak, akin to Akan, all right, which is similar to Khan. Like if I go into this, does this say it's going to be like an offshoot of Khan? Yeah, compare Khan or Quran, which is like surely, right? Khan is like rightly, surely. This Akan is the same thing. And then I suppose you have Ak, like almost just shortened it. It's a short way of saying indeed or surely, right? So here, a particle of affirmation, right? So surely. So I'm going to use here. And that's how it's translated as well. So surely, then we have tawab. So surely good or goodness. Then we have wa kasad. All right, so let's get kasad. Kasad is a word here which means mercy. Right, so let's go into it. We have wa kasad, mercy, kindness, loving kindness, goodness, kindness, faithfulness. But it's mostly translated as mercy. Right, so like mercy or kindness. Okay, so surely goodness and mercy. Then we have Radap one, right? So the root here would be Radap, right? The Ya would be like saying like he or it. Surely goodness and mercy, it, or in this context, it would be they. Radap is a word. Let's go into it. Means to pursue, right? To be behind, to follow after, right? So it'll be like shall follow, right? Shall follow and then me, right? Or shall pursue me. But in this case, it ain't the enemy, it's goodness and mercy. So you want to really use the word pursue or persecute or run after, you use the word like follow, right? Surely goodness and mercy. The ya would be like almost saying they in this case, right? Or like it in the plural would just be they. So like they shall follow me. But you can just put, then we have to put that, just put shall follow, shall follow me. And then we have all the days of my life. All right, so let's go through it. We translated the whole thing, the whole chapter, right? Just 6 verses. So we have a psalm of David, or a psalm for David. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want, or I shall not lack anything. We have in green pastures, he makes me to lie down. Against the still waters, he leadeth me. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Moreover, or yea, though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I shall not fear evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou arrayest or thou preparest a table before me in the presence or in front of my enemies. Thou anointest with oil my head. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord. Why is this? Hold on. Why is this Kabaya? This should be Babaya. I'm tripping. I might have mistyped. I might have absolutely mistyped. This should be Babaya in the Lord. How did I get that so wrong? Hold on. I'm a quickly fix this, y'all. Don't worry about it. You don't even see it. You see nothing. Hold on. Just get this bar and replace the car. You saw nothing. Nobody saw anything. It always said Baba Yath, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so Baba Yath. Yeah, I have it here, Baba Yath. I might have mistyped here. I must have mistook this for a car when I was translating it here. So just, that doesn't say Kaaba Yath. If you've written it, make the corrections, Salakia. But in the house of the Lord, which makes sense, La Arak, it's like, let me read in Hebrew, for the length of days, right? Meaning forever. Okay, so that is the full verse. I almost want to, I don't know, my brain ain't letting me let that be. Let me correct this verse. It's too long to do. All right, never mind. But that's the translation of these verses minus this error. Go ahead.
Someone just said they can't see the screen.
Can't see the screen.
I'm not sure what if it's not sharing or something.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Can.
Hold on. Is there anyone else? Put a 1 or a can in the chat if you can see the screen. Let me check my check online. Let me see here. All right, I see a 1. Okay, so it seemed like it's Tawab. All right, no sweat. Okay, you might have just refresh your system. It seemed like it's Tawab. Okay, last seen the screen and everything, so we should be good to go. Just refresh your page. All right, cool. What we're gonna do now? We got really a few minutes. We might go through about 1 verse. We'll go through the Sabbath service verses. So let me get Numbers. We'll start from Numbers 27 and verse 4. Okay. Lama. Okay, nice. So can y'all? Oh, I need to share my full screen. Hold on. Share. Entire screen. Share. Okay, can y'all see my full screen now? Just let me know when that loads up.
Con.
Okay, con. All right, so first thing we have is la, which is a preposition meaning what?
2 or 4.
2 or 4, exactly. Prepose. I'm missing something. Preposition. Here we go. All right, la is a preposition meaning 2 or 4. Then we have the word ma. What does ma mean in Hebrew?
What?
What, right? It means what or? Say
why?
Again? Not why.
How? No.
How, right? Typically means what or how. By extension, it can, in its definitions or how it's put here is why, because it's basically saying for what, right? For what, and you could translate that as why. For what purpose, right? Then you have ya, garai, okay? So let's get this here. Garai means to diminish or subtract or to take away. Okay, I like that. All right, so deduct, reduce, take away, diminish. Okay, so garai means to diminish or subtract. Okay. So we have ya garai. We have ya as a preposition, which means he or it. Okay. Then we have sham. Sham means name. We have Abba Yanawa. Okay, so Abba is the root here, meaning father. Then the Ya is almost like saying it's like saying of. Then you have Nawa, which means us. So I'll put Nawa at end of word. It will mean like us or our, depending on the context. Or not really we. We, which comes obviously Nawa comes from this. We is a nak now, just to nak. I'm missing a whole bunch of words, right? Oh no, just really that part. A nak now. That means we. Okay, just to give more vocabulary if you don't have it already. Then we have ma thawak. All right, so ma is a preposition meaning of or from. So ma preposition means of or from. Then we have thawak, which means between or like in the center. Let me move this here. Okay, among, midst. All right, so thawak, put midst, among, or like center. Okay. All right, cool. Then we have, what we got? Ma shapakathwa. Okay, so the word ma shapakath, shapakath means family. Then we have wa at end of word. So this is like a suffix at end of word. It means him, like the same way us or our. It would be like him or his, depending on the context. Okay, then you have kaya. Kaya, as we had earlier, is like for, because I think the one we added was when. But typically it means like because or for. Then we have ayan. Ayan means like nothing. It means the lack of something, right? Like void, right? If you go into ayan, it would be like the same as zero, right? You're saying nil, nothing, naught, right? Then you have lawa, nothing. Lawa would just be like for him, right? Or yeah, for him. And then ban, or for his. Ban is a word which means son or child. Okay. Still going. Hold on. Thana. Thana. The root here is Nathan. Quickly coming on. Nathan, which means to give. Then we have Lanawa would be give to us. We have Akaza. So Akaza is a possession. Akaza. Ba Thawak would be from or like in the midst. Right. So ba really just means the preposition. Ba as a preposition means in, on, with, or like against. Mainly in, on, or with. Akia. So ak here is brother. Ya at the end of a word means like me or my. Then you have Abba Yanawa, which would be, again, our Father. Okay, so that is that verse. Make you some time to write down the vocabulary that we've got so far. So let me just show the full thing. All right, I'm gonna just close out real soon because I know Captain and also Dumgabar need to get set up for On the Ends. Make sure y'all tune in tonight for the On the Ends radio show. All right. Whenever you're ready, Kyle, just let me know, and then we'll go ahead and close out with the salute.
Khan.
All right, you good to go?
Khan.
All right, most sorry, Christ. So, with that, all right, Ye Men of Israel, I Madiam. Let's salute the brothers out. I Madiam Shabbath, I Madiam, Barak, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atham, Yad Yamata. All right, sis, stand. I Madiam will salute the sisters. All right, Ye Men of Israel, I Madiam Shabbath, I Madiam, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shema Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Yad Yamata, and class dismissed. All right, Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Make sure y'all tune in tonight for On the Ends. You know what I'm saying? And with that, Shalom, Israel. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're